Virgo, hey, what's going on to all of y'all? Smash the like button. Leave a comment in the comment section so that you can be more connected into the energy of this video and all my other videos that you want to go ahead and check out. Right, the more you do that is the more connected you are to the video, the more connected you are into the energy. So there's a link in the comment section below. Click on it. Right, that will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to be able to financially support the channel, so I can most definitely keep the show going. I just want to go ahead and say thank you, appreciate you. So for you Virgos, you have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Sun card. So what I'm seeing here for you is I'm seeing how okay, so there's definitely a sense of you Virgos moving forward. Moving forward. The Nine of Cups represents just kind of the delusion that a lot of you Virgos may have had to deal with, and how it is that you Virgos are very much so done dealing with delusional people, right? As I've been talking about within the past month, I was talking about how you Virgos have unofficially joined the ghost nation. And what I mean by unofficially is you're not disembodied, right? You haven't made the transition, if you know what I mean. But you're a part of the ghost nation in the sense that you just don't identify with the game, the rat race, the trying to climb to the top of the social hierarchy, while just sitting back and allow other people to do that and respecting it. Like, okay, you're not allowing them, but I mean like you are respecting their personal space, and dealing with a lot of delusional people who think that they have a good chance of climbing the social hierarchy. Because truth be told, it's not even about money anymore. It's about clout. The vast majority is about narcissism. It's about clout now. It's about attention, right? Yeah, you need to have the money, but you need to also be rich and famous, right? It's not about being rich anymore. And truth be told, it never was. It was about being famous as the top, and having money that flows from being famous, right? Being the center of attention, everybody wanting to know what it is that you've got going on. Everybody's all up in your business because you fly, right? Well, the Page of Wands and the Sun is about how a lot of you Virgos have left that ideology behind. Yes, you've left people who act like that behind, but you have left that idea behind. That's not what it is that you Virgos stand for anymore. Some of you may have tried to be a part of this ideology, but you realize that it didn't really work for you. Because Virgo, right? Leo represents the sun, but it represents the sun that we see. But Virgo represents the sun that you have internally with you, right? Giving yourself attention, right? That's what Virgo is. Virgo represents the internal confidence that you have with yourself. That level of understanding that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to, because of the fact that you are your biggest fan. You know what you're capable of. You understand yourself. So now the Page of Wands, like I was talking about, and the Sun card represents to your own lives. Yeah, people are kind of giving you attention, but a lot of you, and maybe even if other people are not bringing it to you, you Virgos see that there's definitely a chance that you Virgos can most definitely step into that kind of attention vacuum. But a lot of you Virgos don't want to step into it because, like it is, I said before, you have unofficially joined the ghost nation. A lot of you are not, the things that you Virgos are interested in now are not even the things that you're interested in 6 months ago, a year ago, because you're mutable. You're changing, you're growing, you're still developing yourself. right? You're still on that pursuit of self-discovery. Sometimes you as Virgos take a detour because other people distract you and they're like, hey, pay attention to me. But at the same time, you Virgos always get back on track, right? The ones who have their minds and their hearts in the correct place get back on track, and it's like, okay, I got sidetracked with that. Self-discovery and self-perfection, right? Because that's what it is that we're striving for. We're not striving to make other people perfect, but if they're going to be hanging around us, they can't be a slouch. They can't be a bum. They can't be somebody that, and then when us as Virgos criticize them, and it's like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have you don't have what I want. Now they get upset. Oh, you're trying to make me and morph me into something that I am not and I don't want to be. It's like your values don't suit the Virgo's values, right? Their values don't suit the values of a Virgo, I don't want a person who I'm dating to have children. I don't necessarily have anything personal against it, but I've dated. See, this is how it is. I know because I've gotten the experience already. I have dated someone who has children, right? At the time where I dated them, right? They had about 3 or 4. I don't want that. 'Cause I've been there, done that, and I know what I'm talking about. That is an awkward situation for a person like me because now I'm trying to figure out where I fit in and a bunch of other stuff too that I learned from my mistakes. So that's what a lot of you Virgos are doing. You Virgos are just adapting to your new selves, not trying to assimilate into what other people want you to do. You're less at the mercy of other people's desires. You Virgos are doing the things that you want to do. The Moon and the Two of Swords is now about how, so you'd rather just remain gone. You Virgos would rather remain being an unofficial member of the Ghost Nation. Hang out with people, talk to some people, but stay more quiet. A lot of you Virgos are more interested in like being ninjas, you know what I'm saying? Tiptoeing, being incognito, not really being seen, not wanting to be the center of attention now more than you have in a while. And truth be told, it's because a lot of you, right? The Two of Swords, don't look at you, don't look at you, don't look at me. Because a lot of you Virgos are like, that's where your power is, your ability to be in the shadows and do the things that you want. Because a lot of you Virgos understand that a lot of the times when people want to put you up on a pedestal and use you as an example, it's always the worst examples that they possibly can come up with. Especially if you are a Virgo that's decent. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like there's good and bad in everything. There's Virgos that are bad, and then you have Virgos that strive to be the paragon or the examples of uprightness. A lot of times Virgos get called scouts, right? Because we're such do-gooders. A lot of times people will be like, "Oh, well, you such a do-gooder." You know what I mean? Like you're untainted by, and that's the objective. That's Virgo just doesn't represent cleanliness, like physical cleanliness, like you taking a shower. Yeah, it represents that. But Virgo also represents being free from diseases. It also represents, you know what I mean? Like being hygienic, but Virgo also represents being clean from corruption, as well. Not being corrupted, trying to strive to maintain a level of cleanliness, not just physically, but non-materially, because because that's what the hermit is about, staying away from the temptations and the corruptions of the world. So the things that the Seven of Pentacles now and the Knight of Cups is about, how, a lot of you Virgos, you see the responsibility. You see that people will try to put the responsibility of their shortcomings on your back and try to get you to carry it like you some sort of animal. And you Virgos are not beasts of burden. Y'all are people. Y'all are living beings. And y'all deserve the same kind of respect and dignity, you know, privately as well as publicly. You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking of the word on a grand scale, but privately as well as publicly. So the thing is that the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups represents you'll get to know somebody, but you will just kind of shoot your shot and get to know some people as you will still, but it's like you won't you're going to be more quiet is what I'm trying to say. The Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands represents, and you know, and it's really at a point where if people are interested in getting to know you for real and they're not scared or anything like that, then they're going to put it in, they're going to put in effort. If not, it is what it is for them. The Ten of Wands is all about how a lot of you Virgos are not preoccupied with that. You don't, the rat race that so many other people are caught up in, trying to be the richest and the people that get the most attention. That's not what gets you up in the morning anymore. That's not what makes you excited to get up anymore. That's something that, you know, and a lot of that's something that you realize that was a burden to you Virgos. And now you Virgos are the ones that are actually able to figure out things for yourself. I just see that a lot of you Virgos are, yeah, you may have a job and all of that, but the job, things are good on your job because that's not the highlight of your day, which is just squandering your creativity. That's not the highlight of your day. The highlight of your day is when you are not on your job, right? The activities that you're able to do when you're not on your job. For you Virgos who don't have a job, but still get money legally. You run your own business like myself. You're having a lot of fun doing it. Even though how difficult it is, you're having a lot of fun doing it. And the situation with that is the Six of Wands represents, you know, same, you know, if somebody else can't get on you, because what it is I'm trying to say here is that a lot of you Virgos are not, you're not just, a lot of you Virgos are liberated. You have freed yourselves because a lot of you Virgos are like, look, if a person, you're keeping it nice and easy. If you meet somebody and they're not willing to actually show you any kind of effort on some Six of Pentacles stuff, then it is what it is. But you're not calling their phone. You're not hounding them down. You're not upset. You're not, you know, beating down their door. You're not doing any of that stuff. What you're doing is you're just simply bowing out because, you know, maybe they like you, but the rat race of Virgos always, I'm telling you, because I felt suffocated for a long time in the dating pool myself, being overlooked. I'm not tall enough. I'm not muscular enough. I don't, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, you don't have six, even though I do. But, oh, you're not tall enough. You're not muscular enough. You're not this enough. You're not that enough. You're not rich enough. You don't wear, you don't wear the right type of shoes. You know, you don't drive a car. You don't have the right type of car. So many times when I tried to date, people would tell me about what it is I'm not doing. And I would always tell them, sit back because I have a plan. All you need to do is just get with me. I'm going to go ahead and do right by you. But I tell them, I have a plan though. Don't just think that I'm not going anywhere. Never would they give me a chance. But now I'm okay with being by myself until I get a chance to get up and go do the things that I really want to do. And it's starting to, right? Now it's like, I'm not, me as a Virgo, and I'm sure a lot of you as Virgos, you Virgos are really at a point where it's like, you're not upset. There's no reason to be upset because there's so much confusion, there's so much compatibility and what is compatibility, what is hypergamy, what is attraction. It just looks confusing. It just, all of it is just word salad, right? Word vomit. It's like, what is it truly? And I really see that you Virgos are going through a real transformation, a real a real transformation, like something that is so powerful within you, to the point where it's just like you're not gonna sit, because it's like, how many times is it that how, you know what I'm saying, like how much excuses are people gonna come up with to try to get you Virgos to show you how useless you are, before you Virgos are like, okay, so to the point where you just don't care and you don't participate, you just bow out, right? So let's clarify the Six of Wands. Oh snap, hold on, is it this way? Okay, yeah, have some cards mixed up in the other deck that I used to clarify for this. So to clarify the Six of Wands, so to clarify the Six of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords, the Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, and Hangman, which is Pisces, pulling from the opposite polarity, right? So the Seven of Swords and the Justice, I just see that a lot of people that you knew really wish that you were around, and they're regretting the fact that you're not around anymore. The Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles, you're doing your own thing. You know, you look like you quiet. So people think that, you know, you dark, and times are dark for you. Times are hard. But that's not even really, that may not even really be the case. I know that ain't the case for me. And I'm sure that it's not the case for a lot of you Virgos. And the Hangman is about how you're just doing your thing, right? Like, you know how it is that when you just doing your own thing and you just remaining quiet and your life is going pretty well, because of the fact that you have quieted down your internal chaos. So therefore, you don't need to go seeking out the attention of other people that would bring more chaos into your life. That's where you Virgos are. And a lot of you Virgos are concentrating on staying in that sweet spot while growing at the same time, but coming back to that sweet spot. So that's a good practice. Peace.